People always seem to be craving and feel as if they're missing a relationship with other people. They always want to be around people, they want to have a big friendship group and all of these different things. And they think they're missing relationships and friendships. But the truth is, what you're missing is a relationship with yourself. Me personally, love being alone. Love spending time alone. Like right now on my way for work, and I could be, like sending all these messages to people, because I'm away for college and meeting up with these guys and chilling with them. But I want to chill by myself in a hotel room because I found peace in that. And the only way I was able to get to this point was because I worked on the relationship I had with myself, to the point where if I don't have any friends, which I don't, I'm unbothered. I don't care. And that only came through just spending so much time alone. Maybe it wasn't out of complete choice. Like when I was 16 years old, I sort of drifted away from everyone. It was a natural thing. They all went to college. Maybe a few people went and got apprenticeships, but I just went off, worked full time because I knew college wasn't going to be my thing. Didn't enjoy school at all. But I didn't go on and start thinking, maybe I should go to college. I don't want to be left out, or none of that shit. I didn't care. I didn't care. Naturally, I'm an introvert. I'm a quiet guy. I like my own space, but it was never like this. Always been quiet as a kid, but no, I had friends in school and I went out and I went to parties, but I didn't ever have FOMO if I wasn't invited to a party. And I enjoyed going out with my friends, but I guess through, lack of conversations with people and, different things going on in my life, naturally, them friendships, they broke down. It wasn't, like a falling out or nothing like that. It was just a natural thing, what happens in life. And I didn't go on to try and repair these, friendships and stuff like that, because I knew what I wanted out of my life and what I wanted to be doing with my life. It was different from these guys. Not saying what they were doing was wrong, but it was just I was on a different path. And so many people nowadays, they feel like they've got to have a friendship group and they can't be alone. And it breeds more insecurity within yourself. If you can never be alone and you're always in your head that, I've got to be with people, spending time alone is bad. And if I spend too much time alone, I'm going to get in my own head and I'm going to start deep in life. It's not good. It's not healthy. And the only way I was able to get to this point where I was so comfortable with my own company was through just spending time alone and not seeing it as a bad thing. Not crying for help and feeling as if I was in a vulnerable position, because I wasn't. I was actually in a very, very strong position, because I could have picked up the phone and started, sending out messages and trying to repair these, broken down relationships, but I didn't feel the need to, because I turned what a lot of people would see as a negative into a positive. I was able to have a full understanding of myself, what I wanted out of life, where I wanted to go, where I'm heading, where I'm at right now. Because I was in a bad place. I wasn't, deeply depressed or nothing like that, but I was lost. I started to question, what is my purpose? What do I want my purpose to be? And now I, create videos. I've got 2 channels I create videos on that I'm truly passionate about. and I'm still learning more about myself on a daily basis. And that comes through spending time alone. And I know this for a fact, like if all my, relationships that I had with people, family or whatever, just for whatever reason broke down, they never will. Me and my family are very, very close. But if, the only relationships that I had, if they happen to break down, I know that I'm still going to be pretty solid. Maybe a bit sad, but I'm not going to, spiral off into a bad place, because I've already put in the work with myself. I understand myself. I understand why I am the way I am, why I am the way I think. But for a long time I didn't. These were all questions. These are questions that I had about myself that, for the life of me, I could not figure out why. But now it's like, I understand why. I understand why. In that moment of time, I felt completely lost. It's because I had ambition. I had an ambition that wasn't being fed. I was very, very hungry, but I didn't know how to feed that ambition, and it was dying, and it didn't need to be. But if I was amongst the noise and I was still partying, I was going out, I was doing things that I didn't enjoy, but I was doing it because I felt like I had to, in order for these relationships to, continue to flourish and not just be dead plants, I wouldn't be in this position. I'd be a very, very different guy. So if you're somebody that just feels as if you always need to be with people, you feel sad right now because you don't have too many friendships going on, don't see it as a bad thing. See it as a message that you need to work on yourself. And working on yourself, it doesn't have to be isolating yourself. Just understand, what are your weak areas right now? What are areas that you're leaving to starve? And feed them. Because that's what I done, and I can honestly say it is the best thing that I done for myself. Maybe I took it too far, because the whole of last year, didn't see no one my age. But I got a family that I'm very close with, so I don't feel like I need it. Maybe I do, maybe I'm wrong, but right now, I feel like I'm in the best place that I ever have been. And yeah, that comes through just spending time alone.